Are you ready?
Welcome to the Carping Mad diaries. We're doing it. We got the footage from the day we first started carp fishing. We took a video camera with us. We were mad for it. We were with mainline pretty much from day one. We'd always wear a mainline t-shirt, a mainline hat. It was fishing. Just everything was fishing. It's cost me dear. Wives, there's about 10 wives on here. Company pensions, you name it. But when them two books come out, Carping Mad and Carping Mad 3, it was all my dreams come true, because I just love fishing and I'm forever grateful for everyone who bought it and has enjoyed it. You know, we had a laugh. Our fishing was never about catching fish, it was about catching fish and having a laugh. And I loved it from the second that porcupine quill float went down when I was 7, 43 years ago. They bought me a fishing kit and they said, oh, Mum said he won't do that, he's wrong. They didn't have ADHD and all those things diagnosed them days, so he'll never settle. Bip, 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 bip. 3/4 of a pound rudd, and that was it, game over. I want to fish. A few years went by, you know, fished a lot. Then obviously you get to 18 and you find motorbikes, alcohol and women. You don't fish then, do you? If you do, you're a dick. So I got back to it when I was 22. That's about the age I was when this video started. Young, slim, many burgers ago now. There's many people out there, I couldn't even hold a torch up to them when it comes to angling ability, but there's not many people that have had the laugh that we've had along the way, and that's why it's been so much fun. And that's the whole spirit of Carping Mad. We've got this footage. A few people have said, let's just stick it together and throw it out there. This was never filmed properly. It wasn't filmed on them tripod things. I've got one here. It was just a hand looking at the thing, and you know, I've got a few years worth of stuff to do, to go through. I've got Colin Brook stuff, you know, I've got the Catch-22 syndicate with the fish are all old and scaly ones that John Wilson has stopped. There's some good stuff, and there's a bit of, you know, tomfoolery going on, so we'll put it together. It's not designed to give it anything, it's just for the few people who are interested to have a laugh. So here we go. It's Carping Mad the diary. Hope you enjoy it.
Are you ready? Yes, we are.
Yes, we've been ready a long time.
Right, so we started in 1994, West Hall Ponds. We had a little group of fishermen. We used to call ourselves the Fellowship of Intrepid Specimen Hunters. I'd like to point out, I thought of that name. FISH, fish. We had a little match every year where it was float fishing, and I think if you caught the biggest one you got a little trophy or something. I can't even remember. Many burgers ago now, as you'll see by my wonderfully athletic frame. But we went down there, we float fished, a little flick out a bit of ham, lands against the thing, get the take straight away, blah blah blah, it's all in the net, and funny faces at the end. So here we go.
balls up.
'95 comes along and we're at Hartsmere on the Waverley Valley complex. We used to go there at the start of every year. We'd been there '94 for the start of the season. I remember sitting there, Tony Knox walked along and said, "You alright mate?" I said, "Yeah, couldn't show us a knotless knot, could you?" I'd got boilies and hooks and line. I didn't know how to do a knotless knot. He showed us. We loved it there. So we decided to go back the next year. Next year we've taken Hog along. He's now decided to start carp fishing properly. He's Shandy Pants in the first book. We decided to take him along and he's cast out and pronounced that he's going to catch his first fish in the first hour. It wouldn't be that difficult. We all laughed. We were putting the poles up through our handy little bivvies and our apotheosis and all that stuff. His rod's ripped off, so I've picked the camera up, grabbed it, he's playing up like a goon, and we were just laughing so much. Then all of a sudden we saw one come up and it was like bigger than we thought it was going to be. And it's a fish we ended up calling Popeye. He caught it. The next night my brother caught it, so they'd both got their first 20s. It swam past me and my then wife, now obviously ex-wife, she then caught it. So out of the four of us fishing, 3 of them caught their first English 20 and I never got one. It was like, but they were good times. Just watch Hog playing up to the camera because it is proper funny, and then listen to the excitement and the happiness on everyone's voices when we realise what it is.
Fuck. Steaming off. Oh, Hog, if that's a 20, you're a dead man. I didn't say that. Oh, Bleaks, come off. No, I think you're still on. Got some power, these carp. What the hell are you doing? We'll net it around the corner. I don't think it's that big for the vid. You're just saying that in case it's a dinker. Wow. Which one was this on? Do we know? Jesus! Oh, it's on vid. A stonking run. Take off a bit, just take it steady, Hoggers. Don't want any hook pulls or anything heinous like that. Not all week. Come on, girls, let's have a little bit of interest. Yeah. By the way, I've got one on. Lindsay's not coming out of the sleeping bag. Yeah, I said I was only going to wait an hour for the first fish, didn't I? Just in. Just in. So I started 4 past. I said I was going to wait 4 days. Very short. Net. Net's here, mate. You don't want to net that yet, though. Oh, yeah. Net. Oh, yes. Net. Oh, look at you see its side. Oh, heinous. It could be a big fish, couldn't it? Pretty big. That was a nice strike. Yes, it was a nice strike. You did very well there. Oh, great. This is great. I tell you, they got some power, these carp. Stop playing for the camera, Di, and just get it in. If we have to, just get it in, Di. Oh, it's a big one. Look, it's down there in the water. Look. See it? I don't know if you've seen it on the camera. I think about 6 to 7, actually. You reckon? Probably 16 or 17.
Not a time to bust your arm, darling.
Oh, it's a mirror.
That's huge. It's a Leviathan.
Where's that net?
That is a big baby, isn't it?
Get that net over here.
Big mama.
That's a big kipper. That could be a 20. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Push it in now, quick. It's not that big.
Hey, I'm not being funny, Dawn.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not a 20.
Yeah, oi. That...
Proud of you, baby. So. What else do you supposed to say? He's just come.
Definitely a double. Look at the size of the bloody thing.
Come, sir.
That's a big kipper.
Bummy.
That's a big. Oh, Jesus. That's a big kipper.
Michael, he's so excited.
Sorry, let's try and keep quiet. Let's not cock it. Oh, Jesus.
Size of that face. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. That is massive. Darling, I'm
so-
proud.
Jesus.
I'll take it all back. I'll take shit, hog.
Don't swear, Joe.
Eyes like gobstoppers.
My first car. That's
Get out my baby ducks.
actually, I would call that one Popeye.
10, 20. Oh, 20s. Hang on. I was put that 20 spot on. Yes, 20 spot on. Spot on.
Well done, Peggy.
Otherwise, you lose the length of.
Yeah. Do you want another one?
Right.
I've taken lots.
This is big. Someone else feel this. Put this back.
No.
And someone else put the camera. Mainline baits. No advertising.
No advertising by Small Wilson. Oops, box shot.
I can't believe how they went across that far bank.
Now that is bendy.
Right. That's it.
I'm trying. It's heavy. You wimp.
Lean against the t-shirt. Get all muggy. Come on, camera. We made the mistake of weighing them wrong. £10, 10. Yes, PB.
10-10, good buddy. I'll see you again.
That's two doubles. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, I had to wait ages.
You're very obliging. Right, bro?
Smart.
There's a line on that fudge on the top. Make sure my head's in under that line.
What a lovely fish.
£14, 15 ounces.
The biggest fish off the surface?
Yeah.
I love the cat.
Okay.
July that year, we ended up getting into PVA. Now me and him always had trouble with PVA. Put a stringer on, flick it out, never lands where you want it to. That's why I just ended up using the greedy pig rig in the end, because it was like, at least they all landed together. Anyway, so we've got these PVA bag things, and I thought I'd do a tutorial. Here we go, we're on Catch-22 Big Lake, there's like a million cross-eyed fish. There's just one a chuck. But we didn't care, we was catching them, and we was learning how to unhook them and weigh them incorrectly and net them and stuff like that. So I got this big PVA bag, chuck it in, put my lead in it, tie it up, flicked it out, because it's full of air, it floated. There you go.
I'll put it away. I was just putting on a particularly hungry angler.
He's had a bad day. He's been very unlucky today. It's been very frustrating. 3 hook pulls today, and that's about it really.
This is a little bit 2:15,
And I'm fucking starving.
just a little quick pan on the old. See if they would go just for the cameras. It would be nice, but they're.
The carp have been playing bugger up today.
They haven't been sitting like that for long.
No, it's me. Fuck off. That's 14 pound 5 ounces. Right. Just put a bit of clinic on it and we'll get it back. That common we just caught there. It's caught on a PVA bag. Like that. I don't know if you can see that there. Got a load of trout pellets in there. PVA for Kelvin or Ralph who's watching means water soluble. Some broken. No. But Kelvin will say, what does that mean? Some broken boardies in there like that. So we've got to put some trout pellets in there. Got 5 Grange. These are Richworth trout pellets. Put a few more in there. Like so. Then got a size 2 Drennan Borley hook there with a double Grange on it. 15 pound Croyston with an in. You what?
Hold it out. I can't see it.
How can you not see it?
Because you had your fingers over it.
Right. And a 2 ounce quarter inline lead. Mick Willis tubing and a bit of power gum at the top. Get those on there like that. Feed them into the bag. Right. You want to get Noe? We've got all our trout pellets. You on? All our trout pellets in the water soluble bag. Tied around the top of the ledger. And now a pen. Get it some distance out. Pretty heavy, especially in a wind like this.
Never caught a carp like that before. Alright, it's enough of that.
My hands are aching and my willy's sore. Oh, it's bad.
Tell her off again, Hog. It's really good. It's on vid.
What?
Tell her off again. It's on vid.
It used to be me, didn't
I
it?
used to be the girl guide. You don't want to do the vid and I know about tents. I'm not going to stand all over it. Where the stones up. Right, that one there.
Now we're into August. Little pond nearby. Few small carp in there, but they loved a bit of pedigree chum on the top. So we went down there and well, we whipped loads out. It was a lot of fun.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, Chris.
What should we do this morning, or this evening as it is?
Let's do some surface fishing with some chum.
Oh, excellent. We'll see you at the lake.
Oh, 7:10. Just
Hang on. Well, it says half past. Doesn't matter. Right, go on.
Just gone 7 o'clock and just arrived, and the lake is deserted.
Absolutely deserted. Where are they? They're not anywhere.
Well, I predicted 3 each tonight. Okay, and that's before we start. And if you want any verification of that, there is my watch. You probably can't see it in the sun.
Hang on. I think I've got that actually.
There is my watch.
Yeah, we're there.
Verification. We've got a big bucket of chum there. We've got another one in the car.
Another
We're about
two.
to start.
Oh,
Waiting
they're
up.
jumping.
They're jumping.
They're cavorting for us.
We ain't just there.
Very good rise there. Look at that.
There
And
we go.
again. That's on the vid. Must be on the vid.
That was lovely. We just get a few of his mates in.
There's another one. There's another rise. Right.
There we are. One more. I think, to be honest with you, we must put 20p's worth of chum in.
Yeah, and we're really pissed off about it. Oh, look at that. That was right. Can't stop anymore. It's time to get the rods out. They're rising like buggery over the corner there. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, so September 95 comes along and we're on our first trip to France. We couldn't wait. Uncontrollable excitement. 3 of us went, me, Hogg and Tony Bond. I don't even know how we fitted in a Cavalier with 3 sets of rods and 3 bed chairs, but we did. think Tony was stuffed in the back, something like this, with a bed chair in his head and a rucksack in his back. Went to the quay. We were going to catch millions of £40. There's nothing we weren't going to catch. It's going to be a piece of piss. The truth, however, was slightly different, because even though we thought we were great and we knew what we were doing, we quickly found out that we were useless, really. However, Tony caught a big one, and we did see another lad land a big one, and that was the first £40 fish we'd seen. And we went round and saw it. I always remember walking back, me and Hog just sat down and we're like, Jesus, they don't get much bigger than that. Back in them days, even from a commercial fishery, 45-pounder was a right result, and that lit a fuse in me, an uncontrollable fuse, and I just had to be a part of that scene.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning and we've been travelling since 6. We've got all this gear set up.
I've had about 3 minutes sleep.
Yeah, I feel absolutely knackered.
Over 15 hours travelling.
Get me on, Jonathan, because I haven't been on it yet.
Just going.
Yeah.
Is it too severe?
Yeah. No, I knew that. She's a slag. I'm not going with her
He
again.
was obviously better at oral French.
Yeah.
Now let's just look at that, Mike. If you just turn this way and look at that neck, where there's a particularly nasty. Oh, look at that! It's heinous.
Let go, man. Exactly.
Nice
bite.
France.
Mikey
No.
Mozzie.
I come all the
Nice
way to
bite.
France, right? It's cost me X amount of money, 500 quid, whatever.
Grommets not in a grommets in a grum. That's it. That's it. There's no more like than that.
Might as well have stayed in England.
But if you look up, Johnny Holcomb. But
What's that weigh, Tone?
19 pounds, 11 ounces of French carp. Our first, and it's now about 3 o'clock Sunday morning.
And how
I'm
much sleep
rather
have we
tired.
had?
none.
No sleep whatsoever.
No sleep till
Pound 4 ounces. Unfortunately, it's on Anton's rod. I don't know where he is, don't know where they are, but I've landed it. It's personal best. Thanks, Anton. I'll buy you a drink tonight. The lads are coming around and giving me a hand, and
champagne's
I'll sack this.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Happy
I'll go get
Spug, happy Spug.
That's 25.4, that one, and Anton cast that, and I landed it. It was somewhere else, and the bottom one is
24. 24.
24.8, wasn't it? Yeah. And I actually cast that and landed it.
Mate, got my glasses. Let's get my glasses. Go on, use it. Go on, use it. What's those scales say now?
You stop shaking. 47.
Come on, get in focus.
That's
That's bouncing between 46.
46, 47, that's nearly 47.
47.
Yeah, but then you've got to take the net off.
Oh, don't worry about that afterwards.
No, we've got to take the net off.
Steady. Who's Dave Thorpe anyway?
Never heard of the game.
Hold on. Oh, look.
Just smile a bit.
Look.
More or what?
Right, ready?
One
more.
Look at that.
Get in there, boys, and get that photograph.
It's the best bit of video I've ever done this. Here's the rain. There's lightning. £46 of French carp.
Beast.
Oh, it's Leviathan. It's so large. Got to get a head on this. That really is. Would you catch it on the greedy pig rig or the single?
No, it's on a single. It's rather heavy.
You have to keep holding it out because we've got plenty of pictures to take it. That's a big good angle for the photo, actually, where I am now. Well done, mate. That's a very, very big fish.
14.
Yes, yes! Right,
I love you, geezer.
£20 14 ounces. Like, come back from breakfast on an absolute downer. The wind's trashed his bivvy, soaked through. The whole thing's turned to shit.
Oh, I love you, geezer.
And on the last stretch, he's had one. We've all caught now. Oh God, is that fish? It's called Relief. He's named it Relief.
That's right.
Oh, you're gonna
Not bad that. No one's going to believe this, but we've done this in the first hour. This is what they call, I think, in the terminology, this is what they call a red letter day. Isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
How do you feel, Mike?
Well happy.
Can I just, I mean, this will just focus itself, won't it? I've
Yeah,
turned it
but
on.
it zooms in and everything.
Yeah, so, wedge over. I'm
Happy
not very
anglers.
focused. Remember, I took John
Caught.
so don't worry.
Zoom it in on the zoom.
You're right in anyway.
No, my boy, have some a dessert here.
Oh, lovely. Just videoing your nice bivvy with carpet and everything.
Oh, definitely.
This is how I've got to do it in the future.
Bibby Delou. Ideal home, Bibby, this one.
Ideal home exhibition. Even with the radio.
Absolutely. Built-in radio.
Anything else you'd like to show me that's in
Well,
here?
I'd like to show you the dessert, which is sliced pieces a la Del Monte with some evaporated milk, if you like evaporated milk.
Yes, we do.
I'll give you a squirt then.
Lovely job.
Very good.
At least they're starting to take bloody boilies.
16, what was it, Dawn?
16.5.
Very good, 16.5. Thank you, fans.
Michael?
Try this at home, children.
Price of them Kevin Nash marker floats, I'm not letting you get to that one.
How did you feel when the Russian was coming up in lane 2? Did you think you were going to make the touchline?
I don't want to talk about the whole event. I'm going off for a shower. You're going to believe this, I've got that totally. Wow! What is happening there? Orca! Run, Forrest! That's a bit of a run though, wasn't it? Guy's doing what he does best, which is playing up for the camera.
Bing!
That's
sort
not
of confidence building.
The king of confidence.
Ding! Line snap. Nap.
point.
I'm not going to run down it. No. I think your dad's got his camera on. I have to replay that bit.
He's done for.
In a bag! In a bag!
Another bag.
Ooh, Forrest!
Run, Forrest!
I'll just get this bit of video, then I'm out of the way.
Nice big close for that test is must.
Miss Whale Belly.
That's the mist of that. It's full
There's
of
a
you know
Mr.
what.
Oh, yes, fine.
Testosterone in a white form.
It's not a bad fish, Lynn's actually. Yeah, that wind's coming, they're just coming.
I was making a kipper of you. What is the time anyway?
It's far too early.
Forrest. Hang on, I've got one. I've got to do this to the camera phone. Right, are you ready? What's the time, anyone?
Early.
It's Popeye.
That took a long time. It should be on
They're
bolt.
auto.
No.
Should we get on the camera?
Noel, he come last, but he come good.
It's actually a record gudgeon, so you can all take it back.
Well done, the Gudgeon King.
See how big we can make this look, mate, if I
Right.
really zoom in.
On super fat.
Look how big that is. That. Oh.
Come back when you're a 5-pounder.
Bye.
It's away. Popeye the Sailor Man.
You took that out this
I
morning.
live in a caravan. In the bag. We've seen you before.
You've got to catch it, mate. You said you wanted it.
Right. I'll try and bring him over there. Popeye.
That was a dry swing.
No, we zeroed it first. He's shitting chum out, I tell you. He is, isn't he?
Told you it was over in that way, didn't I?
I don't want to catch him off the top. Unless if you, I want to get one off the top, but you get.
Certainly a muscular fish.
It's well behaved, don't
He's usually well behaved. I actually hold that thing. It's Popeye. What can I say about this rarely caught fish? Raspberries Mary has nothing on this fish.
That fish really never comes out.
Right.
I can't believe that.
I must get pissed off getting caught. Never mind.
In the back.
Yeah. We could lose this here. That's not the fish that crashed. The fish that crashed is definitely. Let it go, let it go. In the bag. Is that the shot? Yeah. Fingers back.
So, September '96, we went back to Lequy. By that point, I'd been dumped, obviously, by the wife. I'd got another girlfriend, probably had about another 5 by then. And we've gone back to Lequy with hopes and dreams of catching a big one. We've ended up on the point of the Long Lake, flicked it out straight away, had a 22.5, put that back, took my t-shirt, my Metallica t-shirt off, put a mainline one on so it looked good for the pictures like you do, flicked it out again, and then something special happened. something that even to this day, 24 years later, still makes the hairs on the back of my neck tingle.
At least we managed to get some live bait for the cats.
Right, £45, about time. I've waited an whole hour for this. And for Lequee standards, I would say that's pretty poor. Look at that. That is an elephant. That's not a fish. That's fucking heavy.
Can't believe it.
Do I have to hold my arms out to make this one look big?
Yeah, well, Sam's going to get lashed up for sleep, I reckon.
£45 and well chuffed. It's really heavy. It's really big. And I'm really happy. Essential opal the bait. Right.
Ready for some stills?
Yes, mate.
Nice one. Hooray.
Just put it in a case and a screaming run. Absolute belter.
20 seconds, I suppose.
Spinning about very slowly. Trying to gain on it. History has shown that this has happened to Mr. Bond in the same spot. He's not got them in. So let's just hope that luck's on our side. Right, 17.8 that one. Good scrap. I was well pleased with that. You just can't tell, can you, what you know.
Mega spat.
It was just fought and fought and fought. I thought, bloody hell, another big one. But no, well happy with that. It's 10 minutes past 8 now. So that shows you, we started talking at 10 minutes to 8 on the vid, for our little interview. But £17 8 mirror, well happy with that. Love this car. Nice one. Keep casting regularly without the netting. Possibly put the netting on later if they're getting nutted too badly. And away!
Here you go, Hog. Got a bit peach, mate. Yeah. Got me bloody bait running on at the moment. For the spot alone. This one's right on that far bank. Come back.
Okay. You on, geese?
Yeah.
Okay, that's £15 4 ounces. And that was the obviously the one that when we were yakking away went off. Well pleased with that.
Really?
Right. That's the netted boilies we're using. Obviously that is the Central Opal. Catcher of 45 pounders. Bit of super glue around the top, bit of mono. Holding it, we'll trim that back so it looks nice, and that should stay on for the night.
In a bag.
Super glue to my nose.
Not true. Can't even see it through. Can't even see it through. Didn't even get to the start. Didn't even get to the start. I'm so far out of my comfort zone doing this. I got a girlfriend who can't finger. Fucking how much fun is that? So we can lock down. Spark TV.